There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down south. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Let me just try and bring up these slides. Here we go. Okay, cool. So this is what we're going to be covering on the call. And in case you have to leave early, we're going to be recording this. So we'll send out a replay after this as well. But what we're going to be covering is first, we're going to look inside Create Studio Pro. Then I'm going to show you how you can get access to Create Studio Pro today. And we've got one really super special surprise upgrade offer that we're going to be making available on this call as well, which I think you're really going to like. So we basically developed Create Studio Pro based on our own experience with working with Create Studio. Obviously, you guys have got Create Studio, and like when you create a product, after you launch it, you figure out some things that you might want to do better next time, or some things that are missing. And so what we wanted to do is basically improve it. And so based on a lot of the things that we were missing, we kind of recreated it. We retouch the UI and everything like that. And also based on your feedback as users, we took that into consideration as well. And so what we've done is just basically, built a brand new product. So here's what's new in Create Studio Pro. Well, basically, as I said, everything. We built Create Studio from scratch, Create Studio Pro from scratch, and it includes a brand new interface that we've really thoughtfully designed to make editing super simple. So when you download Create Studio Pro, you'll realize how using it is going to speed up your editing and animating so much more compared to the current version of Create Studio. Everything's just so much more smartly designed, and it's just going to really make making videos a breeze for you guys. So one of the first features I want to cover is global media libraries. So now you can import media. So let's say, for example, you've got a logo or you've got footage that you use often. What you can do is import it into Create Studio in your project media folder. And if you right click on it, you can then save it into your global media library, and you can create folders. So if you've got logos, you can just simply import it once into Create Studio Pro and then right click Save to Global, and it will be in Create Studio Pro for all your projects moving forward. So it just, something that I really appreciate. I'm sure you guys will as well. And we've also got new integrations with Giphy. So now you can, search through Giphy on the sidebar. You can import animated GIFs as well as animated stickers, which are really cool. They're like transparent ones, so you have to grab that. And also we've integrated with a site called Cover, which is basically a royalty-free stock media site. And the footage on there is really, really good. So I think you're going to love this. Also, we've rebuilt the timeline. This is like a really big improvement that we've added in. Basically in Create Studio now, you have to drop down each layer, and you can only have layers on one track. So we wanted to basically make it a lot easier for you guys. And so now you can add multiple layers onto one track. There's no need to drop down layers because all the animations are now visible directly on your media. So you'll be able to see you got transitions you can add keyframes, you can add motion presets directly onto the layer. So you can instantly see it without having to drop down and up, which will speed up your editing. You can also add, you can basically cut layers as well, which was a feature that we had lots of requests for, being able to like cut layers. So you can do that. And when you use Timeline, you're going to really love this. So next thing, composition. So this is another improvement that we've added in. So before you could group layers inside of Create Studio, now you can group them as compositions and basically animate your group. So currently in Create Studio, you can only animate single layers, but now you can animate an entire group, and you can create multiple groups within groups. You can mask your groups as well, so you can create some really cool animations, and I'll have some cool tutorials on that as well. And another cool thing as well with the group, so anytime you group layers, so as you're about to see on the screen, there's that lower third type of animation with the image, and you've got your text and you've got your box like that. So anytime you group any layers, on the right settings panel, all the layers are visible, so you can quickly make edits to the group outside of the group. So you don't have to go into the group, you can make some quick edits. And if you click on any of the labels, so in this example, the picture label's being clicked, it gives you some more options as well. So you can adjust the scale, opacity, and with the text as well, you can adjust fonts directly outside of the group. And you've got a whole bunch of settings there as well. So cool. And just I'll just quickly go back to chat. So is everyone still on the right page? Can you see compositions? Is everything looking good? Just to make sure. Okay, great. Cool. So yeah, compositions are a massive improvement that we've added in, and I'm sure you're going to love working with these. And it just really opens you up to more possibilities when you're animating and being able to group things and animate the entire group together. Another thing is our Studio Builder. So currently with our Create Studio Builder panel, like you have to go into the group, and then you have to go into the subcategory group, and then if you want to go back out of it, you have to go back out of the groups. So right now, like with our Studio Builder, we've got a global search. So now you can, if you go into all and you search, you can search the entire Studio Builder panel for any assets, and it will come up with whatever keywords you put in. Also, the navigation's a lot easier. So you can, you'll see the categories on the left panel, and you have subcategories inside of there. But you can quickly search and switch through categories without having to go back and forth, which makes things a lot easier. And you can also enlarge, like drag the panel to make it bigger if you want to see the assets a bit bigger as well. So here's another example of it. So you're about to see on the left sidebar, the titles, animated titles panel is open. And underneath that titles panel, you've got some subcategories, and you can simply click on those subcategories to quickly navigate through, download those assets and drag them onto your video. And as you're about to see as well on that text title, when it says "When nothing goes right, go left," you've also got the easy edit panel on the right to quickly edit your text, which is really cool. Another thing we've built is a render queue, and this is going to speed up your video projects as well. So now you can go ahead and create videos, add it to your render queue, and then go ahead and create your next video while your video is rendering, which yeah, I can see a lot of people liking that. So you can add multiple videos to the render queue, as many as you like. And you can also export images. So if you want to take a screenshot basically of, like of a frame of your video to use as a thumbnail, you can go ahead and do that as well to export your frame as a JPEG or a PNG image. And yeah, it basically opens up this render queue, and yeah, you can keep creating your videos while they're rendering. Now, another basically brand new thing that we've built into Create Studio Pro is components. So these are like smart elements that you can drag and drop onto your video, and they come with pre-made animations and presets to really speed up your animating. And the cool thing with components is we've got lots of component ideas that we've got on the background that we're going to be adding in. And yeah, we're going to be adding in so many more components over the coming months to really speed up your workflow. And for example, one of the components is a progress bar. So in the past, you would have to go ahead and add like the rectangle shape, animate the bar to go ahead with your video. But now with the components, you can simply drag a progress bar onto your video, and it auto resizes to the size of your content on the timeline. And it comes with the animation done for you. You can go ahead and choose different presets to change the design, and you can also customize the design of the preset. So you can change the colors, you can resize it, and basically you have lots of customization options with this component. Another one is the carousel. So this one's a super cool component, and basically what you can do is drag a carousel component onto your video, and it comes with pre-made animations, and you've got loads of different presets that you can select. So you can have like a carousel that's going vertically or horizontally. You can have it, you can basically customize everything with the carousel as well. So you've got lots of customization options. You can simply just drag and drop images onto your carousel, and it will basically animate for you. And you've got loads of customization options, as I said, like you can adjust the easing of the animation, but it's all done for you to make things super simple and really speed up the way that you animate. So currently we've got this carousel with images, and we're going to be adding in a carousel with a video carousel, so you can drag and drop videos as well, and have that all done for you as well. What do you guys think about that? If you just type in the chat box if you're liking what you see so far. Awesome. Amazing comments. Cool. Great. Yeah. So we've been working on this like hard for about a year or so. And yeah, we're excited to bring it out. So let's continue with the slides. Another feature we've added in is drag and drop transitions. So you can basically download these transitions in the transitions panel and simply drag and drop it onto any layer. So whether it be an image or a video, you can even drag these transitions onto text and shape layers. And it just works like, it basically animates and transitions the layer. So these are a brand new kind of concept that we hadn't had in the first version. And you can also choose whether you want to transition in and out by simply selecting the switch on the right panel. So let's go ahead. Another cool thing that we've added in is you can go ahead and save your own presets. So if you go ahead and create, or if you go and select a motion preset animation, what you can now do is open up the advanced settings, and you've basically got your own kind of animation panel that you can use to build your own animations. So you can adjust the starting point of different properties like the rotation, the scale, the position. You've got lots of customization options, and you can tweak them. And when you like an animation that you create, you can go ahead and then save it as a preset. And when it's saved as a preset on your saved presets folder, you can then go ahead and use that animation on all your layers moving forward as well. So this is really going to speed things up and give you, a really cool way that you can go ahead and build your own animations. Another thing we've built in with characters, so we've basically gone ahead and we had to recreate them because of the new system that we've got. But now you can go ahead and loop your actions. So basically all the actions are loopable, so you can extend the duration and they'll continually loop the action. You can also remove the in and out part of the action. So if you, for example, if you've got a character who's sitting down on the computer just typing, often in the past, the character will be standing up, then he would sit down and there would be the transition in, and then he'll do his typing, then he would basically stand up again. So what you can now do is remove that part, that action. So you could just have the character continually sitting down, working on his computer, which is a really cool kind of update. Also the characters, I think about 75% smaller in file size. So we've really reduced the file size for you, which means that the downloads will be a lot faster and it won't be so heavy on your computer. And also the characters have been redesigned in high resolution. So up to 4K, you're going to have really high resolution characters. And over the next like 1 or 2 or few weeks, we're basically going to be adding in all the rest of the characters. So we've got a lot of characters in there already, but we're still adding them in as basically each day as they're being finalized. Another new thing we've built in is screen recording. So this is about 99, or let's say 95% done. We just got to implement it into the UI and do a bit of testing, but we've built this screen recording component. So now you can record your screen, webcam, and audio. And this is going to enable you to create training videos and build up a different type of video inside of Create Studio. We've also got loads of other features that I'm not going to cover one by one, but we've got things like we've got a pen tool now, so you can create your own shapes. We've got grids, we've got action safe grids. You can manually create the grid size and the threshold. As I said, you got image exports. You can add filters onto your media. With the with the new text box that we've created, you can add like a word wrap. So you can create like a paragraph box with a word wrap. You've got multicolor gradient. So now you can add not just like a 2-color gradient, but you can add as many colors to a gradient as you like. We've got also a keyboard shortcuts panel, and these are really going to be helpful. So make sure to check those out. You'll be able to see this little keyboard icon on the editor and click on that, and you'll be able to see a whole bunch of all the shortcuts we've got. We've also got the custom font importer, which is a lot simpler, really easy to import custom fonts now into Create Studio. We've got different effects, color correction. You can add a blur effect onto your media. We've got a turbulence kind of effect, which is really cool. We've got improved masking. And yeah, we're going to be adding in these LUTs kind of filters as well. We've already built that. We've got a load more as well that we've adding into the software. So yeah, we just wanted to get it out to you guys, as soon as possible, so you guys could have it before we release it to the public. So you guys are probably wondering, like, how much is it going to cost? Well, when we go live to the public, we're going to be charging $99 a year for the software. But for all Create Studio users, we've got a little surprise. We're going to make it free for everyone. All our Create Studio users, you guys get it for free. What do you guys think about that?